Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Easy English Beginners. Discipline is often seen as something strict, but I see it as support. When I have discipline, my day feels clearer and calmer. I know what to do next. Without discipline, I feel lost and stressed. Discipline helps me keep promises to myself. It is not about being hard, it is about caring for my future self. Small, disciplined actions help me feel proud and stable every day.
I used to think discipline was punishment. I avoided it because it felt heavy. Later, I learned discipline is guidance. It helps me move even when motivation is low. Motivation changes, but discipline stays. When I follow simple routines, life feels easier. Discipline removes confusion. It gives direction. This understanding changed my life and helped me build habits that support my goals calmly.
Discipline starts with small choices. I do not try to change everything at once. That feels impossible. I choose one small action and repeat it. Repetition builds discipline. Discipline grows quietly. It does not need big effort every day. It needs consistency. When I accept this, discipline feels friendly. It becomes part of life, not a fight. Small steps make discipline possible and less stressful.
I agree with starting small. When I tried big plans, I failed quickly. That hurt my confidence. Small plans helped me succeed. Each success strengthened discipline. Discipline grows from success, not pressure. When I complete a small task, I trust myself more. That trust supports discipline. Slowly, discipline becomes a habit. Habits make discipline feel natural and comfortable instead of forced.
Discipline is connected to self-respect. When I respect myself, I show up for myself. I do what I said I would do. This builds trust inside me. That trust feels powerful. Discipline is not about control, it is about respect. When I act with discipline, I send myself a message. The message says, I matter, and my goals matter too.
Self-respect changed how I see discipline. Before, I forced myself with anger. Now, I guide myself with care. Discipline feels lighter. I do not insult myself when I fail. I adjust and continue. This approach keeps discipline alive. Harsh discipline breaks motivation. Gentle discipline supports growth. When I respect myself, discipline becomes a partner, not an enemy.
Discipline helps during difficult days. Some days feel heavy and slow. On those days, discipline carries me. I do not think too much. I follow my routine. This reduces stress. Discipline saves energy. It helps me move even when emotions are low. This support is quiet but strong. Discipline helps me stay steady when feelings are confusing or overwhelming.
I noticed discipline helps when motivation disappears. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is practical. When I rely only on motivation, I stop easily. When I rely on discipline, I continue. This continuation builds strength. Even small actions matter. Discipline keeps progress alive. It reminds me that doing something is better than doing nothing, especially on hard days.
Discipline also protects time. When I plan my day, I feel calmer. I waste less time worrying. Discipline helps me choose priorities. Not everything needs attention. This clarity reduces stress. Time feels more balanced. Discipline gives structure to the day. With structure, my mind feels safe and focused. This safety supports learning, work, and rest equally.
Time management improved my discipline a lot. When I planned simple blocks of time, I felt in control. Control reduced anxiety. Discipline helped me say no to distractions. This was difficult at first. Later, it felt freeing. Discipline gave me space to focus. Focus improved results. Results increased confidence. This positive cycle started with simple discipline.
Discipline is also connected to patience. Results do not appear immediately. I remind myself to wait. Discipline teaches waiting without quitting. This is important. Many people stop too early. Discipline says, continue. Even when results are invisible, effort matters. This belief keeps me going. Discipline supports long-term goals by encouraging patience and steady action.
Patience was hard for me. I wanted fast success. Discipline taught me slow progress is real progress. When I stayed consistent, results came quietly. This changed my mindset. Discipline helped me trust time. Trust reduced frustration. With patience, discipline became easier. I stopped fighting the process and started respecting it. That respect brought calm and steady growth.
Discipline becomes real in daily habits. When I wake up at the same time, my body learns a rhythm. This rhythm makes mornings easier. I do not need to decide every day. Discipline removes many small decisions. This saves energy. With saved energy, I feel calmer. Discipline is not loud. It works quietly in the background. It helps me start the day with purpose instead of confusion or stress.
Daily habits changed my life too. Before, every day felt different and tiring. When I added simple habits, my mind relaxed. Discipline created predictability. Predictability brought peace. I stopped feeling lost in the morning. Even small habits like making my bed helped. These actions told my brain that the day had started. Discipline gave me momentum and helped me move forward smoothly.
Discipline is important when learning new skills. Learning feels hard at first. Without discipline, it is easy to quit. I remind myself that effort matters more than talent. Discipline keeps me practicing even when progress is slow. This practice builds confidence. Confidence makes learning enjoyable. Discipline supports learning by keeping me consistent. Consistency creates improvement. Improvement motivates me to continue learning with patience.
I struggled with learning because I wanted fast results. Discipline taught me to show up regularly. I practiced a little every day. At first, nothing changed. Later, I noticed improvement. Discipline helped me trust the process. It reduced frustration. When learning became routine, fear disappeared. Discipline turned learning into a normal part of life instead of a stressful challenge.
Discipline also helps manage emotions. When I feel emotional, discipline gives structure. I follow routines even when I feel upset. This stability helps emotions settle. Discipline does not ignore feelings. It supports me while I feel them. When life feels messy inside, discipline keeps the outside steady. This balance helps me recover faster and feel more in control of my reactions.
Emotions often stopped me before. I acted only when I felt good. Discipline changed that. I learned to act even when emotions were heavy. This action reduced emotional power. Discipline gave me distance from feelings. I still felt them, but they didn't control me. This ability made me stronger. Discipline became a tool to stay balanced during emotional moments.
Discipline helps with focus. Distractions are everywhere. Without discipline, I lose time easily. I choose specific times to focus. During that time, I remove distractions. This choice feels respectful to my goals. Discipline creates boundaries. Boundaries protect attention. When attention is protected, work feels easier. Discipline helps me complete tasks calmly instead of rushing at the last moment.
Focus was difficult for me too. My phone distracted me often. Discipline helped me set limits. I created rules for myself. At first, it felt uncomfortable. Later, it felt freeing. Focus improved. Productivity increased. Discipline helped me use time wisely. This made me feel capable. Feeling capable strengthened discipline further. It became a positive cycle that supported my daily responsibilities.
Discipline is tested when results are slow. It is easy to stop when nothing changes. I remind myself that discipline works quietly. Results appear later. This belief keeps me consistent. Discipline teaches faith in effort. Faith reduces doubt. When doubt is low, discipline feels easier. I continue because I trust the process, even when I cannot see progress yet.
Slow results used to frustrate me. I wanted proof quickly. Discipline taught me patience.
When I stayed consistent, results surprised me later. This experience strengthened my trust. Discipline helped me stay steady during uncertainty. It showed me that effort matters even when invisible. This lesson helped me in many areas, from work to health and personal growth.
Discipline becomes important when motivation disappears. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. On days I feel tired, I rely on routine. I do not ask how I feel, I ask what needs to be done. This simple question helps me move. Later, discipline has already kept things moving calmly.
I learned this lesson the hard way. Waiting for motivation stopped my progress many times. Discipline taught me to act without excitement. This felt strange at first. Later, it felt stable. Discipline does not depend on mood. It depends on commitment. When I commit, I act. Acting builds momentum. Momentum makes work easier. Discipline keeps momentum alive during boring or difficult periods.
Discipline helps manage time better. When I plan my day simply, I feel less stressed. I know what to do first. Discipline removes confusion. I do not waste energy deciding all the time. This clarity feels calming. Time feels more controlled. Discipline does not mean strict schedules. It means clear priorities. When priorities are clear, life feels lighter and more balanced.
Time used to control me. I felt rushed and late. Discipline helped me take control back. I started planning small tasks. This planning reduced anxiety. Discipline helped me respect time. When I respect time, time helps me. I finish tasks earlier. This gives space for rest. Discipline creates balance between work and rest, which supports long-term energy and focus.
Discipline also helps during stress. Stress can make thinking unclear. When stress comes, I follow simple rules. Drink water, breathe, do the next small task. Discipline gives direction when the mind feels noisy. This direction calms me. Stress feels manageable. Discipline does not remove stress, but it helps me move through it without panic or avoidance.
Stress affected my actions before. I froze or avoided work. Discipline helped me continue gently. I focused on one task only. This reduced pressure. Discipline breaks big stress into small actions. Small actions feel possible. Possibility reduces fear. Discipline gave me confidence during stress. It reminded me that movement is better than staying stuck and worried.
Discipline supports learning patience. Results do not appear quickly. I remind myself that discipline is about process, not reward. When I focus only on results, I feel disappointed. When I focus on effort, I feel proud. Discipline shifts attention. It teaches me to enjoy consistency. This mindset keeps me going. Discipline becomes easier when I stop rushing outcomes.
Patience was difficult for me, too. I wanted fast success. Discipline taught me slow progress is still progress. I learned to trust repetition. Each day of effort adds value. Discipline keeps effort steady. Over time, progress appears. This experience taught me to respect time. Respecting time reduced frustration and helped discipline feel more natural and less forced.
Discipline is connected to boundaries. I choose when to work and when to rest. Without boundaries, discipline breaks. I protect my energy. Saying no is part of discipline. When I say no to distractions, I say yes to goals. This choice feels strong. Discipline becomes easier when boundaries are clear and respected by myself first.
Boundaries improved my discipline greatly. Before, I tried to do everything. I felt tired and unfocused. Discipline taught me to choose. Choosing reduced stress. When I focused on fewer tasks, I did them better. Discipline helped me understand limits. Respecting limits increased productivity. This balance made discipline sustainable instead of exhausting.
Discipline also grows with honesty. I am honest about what I can do. I do not promise too much. Realistic goals support discipline. When goals are too big, discipline breaks. Small goals feel safe. Discipline grows from success. Success builds trust. Trust makes discipline stronger. Honesty with myself keeps discipline kind and consistent.
I learned to be honest about my energy. Some days I can do more, some days less. Discipline helped me adjust without quitting. Adjusting is not failure, it is intelligence. Discipline is flexible, not rigid. This flexibility helped me continue long term. When discipline adapts, it survives. This understanding changed how I work and rest.
Discipline helps me stay responsible. Responsibility feels heavy sometimes. Discipline makes it lighter. When I know my duties, I act without delay. Delay creates stress. Discipline removes delay. I finish tasks step by step. This gives relief. Relief improves mood. Discipline supports responsibility without fear. It reminds me that doing small actions daily prevents big problems later.
Responsibility scared me before. I avoided tasks. Discipline helped me face them. I learned that responsibility grows with action. When I complete tasks early, stress disappears. Discipline gives confidence. Confidence reduces fear. Responsibility becomes normal. Discipline teaches me that avoiding work causes more pain than doing it. This lesson changed how I approach difficult duties.
Discipline also supports self-respect. When I keep promises to myself, I feel proud. Pride builds inner strength. Discipline is a promise keeper. Even small promises matter. Waking up on time or finishing tasks builds trust. Trust in myself feels powerful. Discipline creates this trust slowly. With trust, I feel more confident and stable in daily life.
Self-respect improved with discipline too. I stopped breaking promises to myself. This change felt important. Discipline showed me that I am reliable. Reliability builds confidence. Confidence improves decisions. Discipline supports self-image. When I respect myself, others notice. This connection made discipline feel meaningful, not restrictive. It became a way to care for my inner values.
Discipline helps during failure. Failure hurts emotionally. Discipline keeps me moving after mistakes. I do not quit. I review what happened calmly. Discipline creates recovery. Recovery prevents shame from growing. When I continue, confidence returns. Discipline turns failure into feedback. This mindset helps me grow without fear of trying again.
Failure stopped me before. I felt embarrassed. Discipline helped me accept mistakes. I focused on the next step instead of the mistake. This focus reduced pain. Discipline creates emotional strength. Strength supports learning. Learning improves results. Discipline changed how I see failure. Failure became part of progress, not a reason to stop.
Discipline supports long-term goals. Long goals need daily effort. Discipline connects today to the future. I remind myself why I started. This reminder fuels discipline. Discipline keeps direction clear. Even when days feel boring, discipline keeps purpose alive. Purpose makes effort meaningful. Discipline becomes a bridge between dreams and daily actions.
Long goals felt distant before. Discipline brought them closer. I focused on daily actions. These actions built progress slowly. Discipline turned dreams into routines. Routines created results. Results motivated me. Discipline showed me that big goals are achieved through small steps. This understanding reduced pressure and made success feel reachable.
Discipline shapes identity over time. When I act with discipline, I start seeing myself as reliable. This identity change feels powerful. I no longer ask if I can do something. I assume I will try. Discipline builds character quietly. Each action adds to self-image. This self-image influences future choices. Discipline becomes part of who I am, not just something I practice for results.
Identity changed for me, too. I stopped calling myself lazy. Discipline showed me proof of effort. Proof builds belief. Belief changes behavior. Discipline helped me rewrite old stories. I now see myself as consistent. This view affects confidence. When confidence grows, discipline feels natural. It is no longer forced. It feels aligned with how I see myself daily.
Discipline also teaches responsibility for choices. I stop blaming outside things. Discipline reminds me I choose actions. Choice gives power. Power creates confidence. Discipline brings awareness. I notice patterns. I adjust habits. This awareness helps growth. Discipline encourages ownership. Ownership builds maturity. With maturity, life feels more stable and predictable, even when challenges appear unexpectedly.
Taking responsibility felt heavy before. Discipline helped me accept it calmly. When I choose discipline, I accept results. This acceptance reduces anger. Discipline makes me proactive. Instead of reacting, I prepare. Preparation reduces stress. Discipline teaches foresight. This skill helps in work and relationships. Responsibility becomes manageable when discipline supports decision-making consistently.
Discipline supports emotional safety. When life feels uncertain, discipline provides routine. Routine feels safe. Safety calms the nervous system. Calm allows clear thinking. Discipline helps me feel grounded. This grounding helps during change. Discipline does not resist change. It stabilizes me while change happens. This balance makes transitions smoother and less frightening emotionally.
Change was scary for me. Discipline gave me anchors. Simple routines stayed constant. This consistency helped me adapt. Discipline created stability. Stability reduced fear. With less fear, I accepted change better. Discipline acted like a foundation. When everything shifted, I stood on routine. This support made uncertainty feel manageable instead of overwhelming or chaotic.
Discipline helps relationships too. Being consistent builds trust. When I show up on time, people feel respected. Discipline improves communication. I listen better. I respond thoughtfully. Discipline reduces impulsive reactions. This control supports healthy relationships. Others feel safe around consistency. Discipline becomes kindness. It shows care through reliable actions, not just words or intentions.
Relationships improved for me with discipline. I became more reliable. People trusted me more. Trust strengthened connections. Discipline helped me manage emotions during conflict. I paused before reacting. This pause saved relationships. Discipline created respect. Respect created harmony. I realized discipline is not only personal, it affects how others experience me every day.
Discipline also supports self-forgiveness. When I fail, discipline guides recovery. I do not stay stuck in guilt. I return to routine gently. Discipline encourages kindness. Kindness supports healing. Healing restores energy. Discipline does not punish mistakes. It redirects focus. This approach makes discipline sustainable. I continue without fear of being too hard on myself.
Self-forgiveness was hard for me. Discipline helped me move forward. Instead of thinking too much, I acted. Action reduced guilt. Discipline provided structure after mistakes. This structure helped me recover faster. I learned that discipline and kindness can exist together. This balance kept me consistent without feeling pressure or emotional exhaustion.
Discipline creates freedom over time. At first, it feels restrictive. Later, it feels liberating.
When habits are strong, decisions are easier. Discipline removes chaos. With less chaos, freedom appears. I have time and energy. Discipline gives control. Control supports freedom. This understanding changed how I view discipline completely and positively.
Freedom surprised me too. I thought discipline limited me. Instead, it opened options. With discipline, I finished tasks early. Early completion created free time. Free time improved happiness. Discipline gave choice. Choice felt empowering. I realized freedom comes from structure. This idea changed my relationship with discipline forever.
Discipline becomes a lifelong companion. It grows with experience. I no longer see it as pressure. I see it as guidance. Discipline helps me stay aligned with values. Values give direction. Direction brings peace. When life feels noisy, discipline keeps me centered. It reminds me of what matters. This quiet support helps me move forward with clarity, patience, and steady confidence every day.
I now understand discipline as support, not control. It helps me show up honestly. Discipline does not demand perfection. It asks for effort. Effort builds growth. Growth builds satisfaction. When I follow discipline, I feel grounded. Life feels more manageable. Discipline became a steady rhythm. This rhythm helps me handle challenges with calm focus and realistic expectations.
Looking back, discipline taught me trust. Trust in time. Trust in effort. Trust in myself. This trust reduced fear. Fear once stopped me. Discipline gave me courage. Courage helped action. Action built progress. Discipline connected all these steps. I feel thankful for discipline. It helped me grow quietly and consistently without rushing or losing myself along the way.
I feel gratitude for discipline too. It helped me rebuild confidence. Confidence grew from small actions. Discipline supported those actions. Without discipline, I felt lost. With it, I feel steady. Discipline taught me responsibility without pressure. This balance changed my mindset. I now approach life with patience, structure, and trust that progress comes through consistent effort.
Discipline continues to teach lessons. Each day offers practice. I stay open to learning. Discipline evolves with me. It adapts to new goals. This flexibility keeps it alive. Discipline no longer feels heavy. It feels natural. It feels like self-respect. I carry discipline forward with kindness, knowing it supports growth, stability, and long-term well-being.
As we close, I see discipline as a quiet strength. It stays when motivation leaves. It supports when emotions rise. Discipline is simple actions repeated daily. These actions shape life. I choose discipline not from force, but from care. Care for goals. Care for health. Care for peace. Discipline now feels like a wise friend, guiding me forward.